In this video, we're going to take a look at how to graph an equation by using the intercepts. Remember what an intercept is. An intercept is where the graph crosses either the x or the y-axis. So think about what happens when you are on the x or y-axis. So you don't have to write all of these points down. I'm going to demonstrate this to hopefully get you to make the connection between an x-intercept and how we solve for an x-intercept. So on the x-axis, pick a bunch of points on the x-axis if you forget what to do, and write down those ordered pairs. So we have 2, 0, we have 6, 0, we have 9, 0. Over off to the left, we have -1, 0, we have -4, 0, and we have -9, 0. Hopefully, that is enough ordered pairs to get you to see the pattern. The pattern is that every time you are on the x-axis, your y value is 0. So what I like to do to set this up for both the x and the y-axis is I make a t-chart. I make a big t-chart because in the middle is where we're going to do our work. To find the x-intercept, we substitute 0 for y, because when you are on the x-axis, your y value will always be 0. No matter where the graph crosses the x-axis, the y value will be 0. All right, I'm going to do the same thing for my y-intercept. So again, you don't have to write all these points down. I'm hopefully going to help you make the connection. Same thing for y-intercept. Pick a bunch of points on the y-axis and write the ordered pairs. 0, 1, 0, 4, 0, 10, 0, -3, 0, -7. All of those points have one thing in common. The x value is 0. So to find a y-intercept, you will substitute 0 for x and solve for y. All right, so in the middle of our t-chart is, like I said, where we're going to do the work. So here's steps 1 and 2. In the middle, the work is the equation. All right, so to find our x-intercept, I'm going to replace y with 0 and solve for x. Several different ways to do this. I like to do this just by solving by undoing. So you could distribute and simplify the right-hand side, or you can solve by undoing, which is what I'm going to show you. So canceling that -3 because it is not connected to the parentheses. I have 3 equals 1/2 x plus 2. Now that 1/2 is connected to the parentheses, so I have to cancel that before I cancel my plus 2. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to cancel my 1/2. Once you cancel that 1/2, you can drop the parentheses. And the last step is subtracting 2 from both sides. So we get an x-intercept of 4. So I'm going to write that in my x column. All right, and I didn't leave myself a lot of room to work. Fortunately, solving for the y-intercept tends to be easier and a little bit faster than solving for the x-intercept because it's all on one side of the equation. We've already got y equals. So I'm going to follow order of operations. Inside my parentheses, I'm going to do 0 plus 2. And then I'm going to multiply 1/2 times 2. The 2's cancel, leaving us with 1. And 1 minus 3 is -2. So the y-intercept is -2. What I want you to do next, if you can see over in my steps, I have the ordered pairs. I want you to write these as ordered pairs so that you get them graphed in the correct order. So my x-intercept is 4, 0, and my y-intercept is 0, -2. And after that, we're going to graph our two ordered pairs. So we have an x intercept, which crosses the x-axis at 4, 0, and a y-intercept that crosses the y-axis at 0, negative 2. Make sure that you make your line long, use the whole graph, and put arrows on each end as always when you graph.